Hey, what's up? This is Miyavi, and you're watching iHeartRadio, AskAnythingChat. Thanks to Romeo and Most Requested Live for having me. So I'm going to talk about my new single, We Stay Up All Night. Okay, so yeah, let's get it started. So Linda from LA, California, take us back to when you first got signed. How did it happen with Fu? First got signed means maybe the record label. I think that was Universal Record when I was 21 year old, or 21 or 22 years old. I was pretty young. I didn't know anything about the music industry. I just, kept playing the guitar, rocking. Now I wish I've got, I could be back that time so that I can do more. Okay, so next one. Wayne from Hong Kong. How do you stay so energetic even with so many events scheduled and the jet lag? I think it's very important to stick with the routine because different places, different time zones, and different situations. So and then especially when your body wants to sleep or rest, you gotta make the best performance. No matter how hard to deal with the jet lag, I'm responsible to do my best. Sometimes I can't, but at least I do my best to give them my best performance. So that's my, the way to show my respect. So that's why I do everything. I do everything for the moment I hit the stage. Okay, Rieko from Tokyo, Japan. Which would you rather receive, a Grammy or an Academy Award? What a question it is. Both, maybe? I don't know, actually. I mean, of course, Grammys, as a musician, but both great, As many of the artists or actors who received those awards, have said, it's not everything, It's just a icon or symbol, and celebration of your great creation and dedication as well. The answer is impossible to choose, So Penny from Seattle, Washington. I want to know, who is your role model? Interesting question. I mean, I'm always kind of having a hard time to answer to this kind of question because, as an actor, I do respect Morgan Freeman or Jack Nicholson or Yusaki Matsuda or Heath Ledger, those people, those actors. But as a musician, I do respect B.B. King, Buddy Guy, and Stevie Ray Vaughan as a guitarist, but at the same time, as a performer, Elvis Presley or Michael Jackson and Prince, of course. And, it's kind of different thing, each genre, there's so many people I admire and respect and I learn from, my kind of slapping technique is from Louis Johnson or Larry Graham or Marcus Miller, those bass players, But at the same time, I perform, like Prince, those people. So, yeah, but in my life, genuinely, like, I respect and appreciate, my mom, who gave me freedom because now I'm a parent and with 3 kids. When I moved to Tokyo from Osaka when I was 17 years old, I lost my friend in a hometown, and I didn't want to stay there, and then I just decided to go to Tokyo. But anyway, I wanted to go to Tokyo sooner or later, so I just got a ticket, on the bus from Kyoto because the ticket for the bus from Osaka to Tokyo was sold out. So I went to Kyoto, but I just called my mom to let her know I'm going to Tokyo. Then I expected that she was going to tell me that don't go or stay, but she said that just be careful instead. And then she let me go. And then I didn't realize how hard to say that, at that moment, but now I know, because I'm not sure if I can say that to my daughters when they say they leave. You can't say that, if you don't. I mean, I believe in my daughters and my kids, but at the same time, I'm, anxious. It's hard to let go, especially the things that you admire and you treasure in your life, especially your kids. But she did it. I'm sure she wanted to stop me, but she didn't. So I really, really respect. And then at that moment, I got freedom, from her. I was not able to speak English when I was young. Of course, Chinese either. I didn't have any musical treatment or education from my family. But I've got freedom, from my mom, So I do respect her. And yeah. So Joanne from Charlotte, North Carolina. Is there any plan to join a stage at any music festival in the US in 2025? That's my question, If there's an opportunity, I love, it's Coachella, there are lots of great festivals in the US, and then I'm always ready, I'm pretty busy, in other countries, but if there's an opportunity or a stage that I can play, I'd love to, call me anytime. And Jerry from Dalton, Georgia. What's the best award you've ever won? I don't know. I haven't been kind of awarded that much, but I've got some award, Weibo Award in China in 2024, and also 2023 or 2022. I got the kind of Best Daddy Award or something in 2022, I guess. Especially during COVID, I was stuck in Japan, and I was at home playing music with my kids, and I've got awarded, and then that was sweet, because during COVID, everybody was anxious, how the future would be like, and even we, all musicians, were anxious and nervous because we were not sure if we could go back to the stage to perform. So, but I wanted to, of course, that was actually a great opportunity for me to spend time with my kids. And, so we did music. And I just wanted to share the time that I spent with my kids, with my fans as well. Especially around that time, everybody was so anxious. So we were kind of broadcasting the live on Instagram, kind of performing some songs, happy kind of moment, So, yeah, that award is pretty sweet, and, raising kids is not easy, and then 100% in respect and appreciation to my wife, Melody, because she's been doing that most of the stuff, That's everything, actually, I've been away from home a lot, so I'm like I feel like a grandpa or grandma always. But hard thing is to deal with the hard part, in daily life, in every day, morning, go to the school or come back and just do those lessons or stuff, just cooking and everything. So I do respect, the 100%, to my wife, Melody, as a partner, as their mom, and yeah. So that's why it makes me realize and how important I do my role as a dad. Sometimes I do, scold them, to be strict. Sometimes we need to guide them, say something that they don't want to hear. That's our responsibility and role. So, what was the question? Anyway, so so when I got that award, the Best Dad Award, it means that Best Mom Award at the same time, you know what I mean? So I couldn't even get that one without the effort that Melody, gave to our kids. So that's how I feel, All right, next one. So Jen from Buffalo, New York. What is the last thing you do before you go on stage? I pray with my members, staff. band members, dancers, and staff, I pray. Like, the moment you might have seen, like, that moment. Yeah, to make sure why we exist on stage, why we are allowed to play music on stage, and what our missions are, and always kind of deliver the message and the good vibes from the stage to the people and also to the world, no matter where we are. And that's what I make sure with the crew. Doesn't have to be perfect, but we try to make it perfect, and then we do our best. That's our mission, responsibility. Okay, next, Rita from Chicago. I just wanted to wish you and your family a Merry Christmas. Thank you. I wish a Merry Christmas to you too. I really hope you guys have a great time with your family, friends, whoever who you love. And yeah, even if you're alone, that's great too. Most important thing is to appreciate every single moment we are living in, and then always look up to the sky, and then just keep moving forward the future. It's preachy, but that's everything, And if you can feel joy over those things, then it would be great, So have a very, very happy holidays, and have a great times with the family. Okay, so the last question. Beth from Yonkers, New York. Looking back, what fashion trend do you think you should have skipped? Is this the last question? There are many. But I don't regret. But I could have skipped. Yeah, there are many. Like, I used to wear put some fake mustache. Or I don't regret. That was a sweet moment, memories. I had a great time with my fans. But now I see like, oh, yeah, you did it. But the thing is, I don't regret, and I don't stop. Sometimes I wear kind of weird stuff even now, and maybe 20 years later, I do say the same thing, like, oh, I don't know why I wore that clothes, but I do not regret that I tried and did it, because there's no time to regret either way. Even if you regret, you can't go back. You gotta just do better. And then the thing is that to me, the gap between yourself now and yourself 20 years before, if the gap is big, which is great, you can't even believe in that, you are like that. But which means you improved that much. So to me too, compared to myself when I was 18 years old or 25 years old, I'm different. But core part is the same, but I improved and evolved. That's my confidence, and that's a good thing, So, you never know how much you can change, And which means 20 years later, I might be able to become somebody else, totally different, in a good way, That's the evolution, that's how human beings evolved. And then I feel, even in my life, I've been evolving. And then if I can leave, I can create something in that evolution, which is great. And that's one of the reasons why I exist in this life. So the answer is yes, there are lots of clothes that I could have skipped, but I don't regret. Yeah. So once again, thank you so much for watching my Ask Anything chat, and thanks to Romeo and most requested live. I hope you guys had a good time, and I had a good time. I talked a lot. I hope they didn't cut much, but I really want you guys. I hope you guys to enjoy my new music, single "We Stay Up All Night," and also new album "Lost in Love, Found in Pain." Lots of love in the album, and then their love and also the pain as well. But the most important thing is to find a path to find yourself. I hope my music can support everybody who listen to, and also I'm looking forward to rocking out with you guys. So thank you for watching. Miyavi でした。Peace.